Okay, so get ready because we're going deep on this one. This one feels like a suspense thriller almost. Like if you were watching it on a screen. It's winter, it's freezing cold, wind howling outside. It's a townhouse. And inside this townhouse, it's dimly lit. You've got a young mom home alone with her baby.
Oh, wow.
It's like the perfect setup for something creepy.
Right. Yeah, definitely. See, like you said, it feels like a movie.
Yeah. And to add to that, we've got the landlord. This landlord, Juno, she's like straight out of Beetlejuice. I'm picturing flickering fluorescent lights in a dingy office, the smell of stale cigarettes just kind of clinging to everything. She's got this gruff demeanor. She's always complaining about repairs. And there's even some unsettling hints of prejudice towards our narrator.
So you've got this like power dynamic already that's set up.
This young mom is alone, dependent on this landlord who's not really looking out for her.
Right, and it just makes you uneasy. Like you're just waiting for something bad to happen.
Exactly, like the audience is already on edge. So then we zoom in on the bathroom. It's clear. It's small, maybe a bit grimy. You can see peeling paint. And there's one of those old space heaters humming away on the counter. The baby is happily splashing in a little bath seat in the bathtub. Just totally oblivious.
Yeah, that juxtaposition between this innocent little baby and then this environment that feels so tense and kind of negative.
Yeah, you're getting it. So now picture the mom. She's reaching for a towel, her back to the heater, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the heater starts rocking violently, like almost as if it's possessed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we're already expecting that something's going to happen that's not good, but then when the heater starts rocking, it's just like this jump scare. It just gets your heart racing.
Yeah. And you see this look of terror on the mom's face as she realizes what's happening. Time seems to slow down.
Yeah.
She lunges for the baby, pulls her out of the bath, just as the heater crashes to the floor.
Oh my God.
It's a heart-stopping moment.
I bet. It's like that classic horror movie trope, but it totally works every time.
But here's where it gets truly strange. The moment that heater hits the floor, the corner of the bathroom plunges into darkness. Not like a power outage, but more like a concentrated shadow has invaded the room. And then there's this overpowering smell of Camel non-filter cigarettes.
Wow.
The kind that Juno always smoked.
So it's bringing Juno into the bathroom now.
It is. And the mom even mentions how the smell was so strong and so specific that it reminded her of being trapped in Juno's stuffy office.
Oh gosh.
It's like a piece of Juno herself has somehow entered the bathroom.
It's a sensory flashback.
Yeah. And it's seriously creepy. So picture this. The mom clutching her baby. She practically runs down the stairs. She's so terrified, she refuses to go back up there.
Oh, wow.
She spends the rest of the day huddled downstairs, trying to soothe her baby and trying to make sense of what just happened.
Yeah, she's not just afraid of a faulty heater. She's afraid of something that she can't explain. Something just feels very wrong.
Exactly. It's like she's trapped in her own little psychological thriller.
Right, and questioning her own sanity at this point, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like she can't even trust her own senses.
Right.
Yeah.
And as the sun starts to set, like picture these long, eerie shadows being cast across the living room. Her husband finally comes home.
Okay.
He finds his wife and baby camped out downstairs, looking completely shaken. And of course, he's confused, eyebrows raised, asking, what in the world happened?
Yeah, that's like that moment of relief in the movie.
Yeah, he's bringing a little bit of normalcy back into this crazy situation.
But it doesn't last for long, I bet.
No, it doesn't. So he heads upstairs to investigate the bathroom, expecting to find a burnt-out heater or some obvious explanation, right? Picture him flipping the light switch, examining the outlet, maybe even sniffing the air for that cigarette smell.
Yeah, like trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, and here's where things get really weird.
Okay.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with the heater,
Yeah.
no signs of a malfunction, no lingering smoke, no trace of anything unusual.
Oh, wow.
It's like the bathroom has been completely sanitized, like a crime scene cleanup. Yeah. Almost as if whatever happened wanted to erase any evidence.
It adds to the mystery.
Right, absolutely.
Because how can something so dramatic leave no trace?
All right, it makes you start to question, like, was it all in her head?
Yeah.
Was the stress of being a new mom just getting to her?
That's what makes this story so brilliant.
Uh-huh.
It plays with our perceptions of reality. But hold on, because it's about to get even more unsettling. Later that evening, they hear a commotion downstairs, yelling, panicked voices, a sense of urgency. It turns out that Juno, the landlord, has died.
Oh, no.
A sudden massive heart attack right there in her office.
Oh, my gosh.
And remember that pack of Camel non-filters on Juno's desk? The ones that mysteriously appeared in the bathroom?
It's like they're connected somehow.
Yeah. It's like the director's dropping a huge clue. daring us to connect the dots.
Right. And then, of course, to make it even creepier, we get that close-up of Juno's hand, and she's clutching a Camel non-filter cigarette.
It's a chilling image, designed to send shivers down your spine. Suddenly, the coincidences become too much to ignore. Was this just a freak occurrence? Or is there something more sinister at play?
It makes you wonder.
And that's the question that lingers long after the credits roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was the mom's terrifying experience in the bathroom somehow connected to Juno's death?
It really makes you think about all those stories of hauntings and things like that.
Yeah. Makes you wonder if maybe there's more to the world than we can see.
Yeah.
Like, does she somehow will this to happen? Or was it all just a crazy coincidence?
Who knows? That's what's so great about these kinds of stories. It makes you think about all the possibilities.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes you question what you believe, too. Like, do you believe in the supernatural?
Yeah. It really challenges your worldview.
So what does all this mean for our listener? What can we take away from this deep dive into a story that blurs the lines between reality and the supernatural?
I think the biggest takeaway is that the world is full of mysteries. You know, we may never know for sure what happened in that bathroom, or if there was a connection between the mom's experience and Juno's death.
Right.
But I think that's okay. We don't have to have all the answers.
It's like embracing the unknown.
Exactly. The world would be pretty boring if we knew everything.
That's true. So the next time you're home alone on a dark and stormy night, remember this story. Listen closely to the creaks and groans of your house. Pay attention to the shadows dancing in the corners. You never know what secrets the world might be hiding.
That's a great point. It's like a reminder to stay curious and open-minded.
And maybe, just maybe, if we're open to the possibility, we might just catch a glimpse of something truly extraordinary. Something that changes how we see the world and leaves us with a sense of wonder.
Exactly, and that's what makes life so interesting.
Right.
The possibility that there's always more to discover.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us. And remember, keep your eyes open. The truth is out there,